you've ever wondered how to make broken china jewelry, well, guess what? You're in the right place. My name is Beth Love, and I'm the author of the Broken China Jewelry book. Not just that, I'm an expert in soft soldering, and I am the author of a few other books as well: Boho Chic Jewelry, Soldered Alchemy, Soldering Iron Jewelry, and my last release, the Broken China Jewelry book, and that's the one we're going to talk about just a little bit today. I wanted to share a few projects with you. Now, broken china is something that is wonderfully recyclable. It is upcyclable, and if you didn't know, the difference between recycling and upcycling is something that is upcycled has an increase in value. So, for example, you can take an old plastic bag, say from a grocery store, and then you can recycle it, and it gets turned into another old plastic bag, another new plastic bag, but it's still a plastic bag, right? The value hasn't changed. Or you can take a broken plate and you can turn it into a piece of jewelry, and the plate might have been worth nothing broken, but now it's worth whatever, the value of that piece of jewelry is, which is, I guarantee you, more than a broken plate's worth. So let's get started, and I'm going to show you a few projects. This book has 25 projects. They are start to finish, from project number 1 to project number 25. They're organized in a cumulative fashion. So the easiest project is project number 1, and the toughest ones are the end projects, like 20 to 25. And what you're doing is you're learning with each project more and more skills. So it's accumulation, you're accumulating skills as you work through the project. So I always recommend that you start with the first project and work through the book. I also have some brief instruction on soldering in here if you want to learn how to do soft soldering, which is soldering that we do with a soldering iron and lead-free solder. And there's no torch and no flame, so you don't have to worry about having dangerous gases or a flame in your home or any of that. You're just using an electric soldering iron that you turn off and unplug when you're finished, and lead-free solder. So it's safe to wear for jewelry. It's safe to wear for yourself, or if you want to make it and sell it, you can do that. So let's look at a couple of the projects. I'm just going to pull a few out. So let me say this as well. When you're making jewelry with broken china, it doesn't always have to be soldered. People know me and my business, Dysfunctional Designs, by my soldering, because I've been doing it for so many years. I've kind of perfected my technique and my signature style, and I'm kind of known for my soldering and my china jewelry. But there are ways that you can make jewelry out of broken china and little shards of china without using soldering at all. So you don't have to think like, oh, this is like a technical thing where I need all these supplies. You can, like I said, you can use adhesives, you can use resins. There are different ways that you can make jewelry and something that you can wear that's beautiful and special to you without having to solder. About half of the books or so, maybe a little less than half, are soldering projects. So yeah, I do, get all into that. But let me just show you one or two projects. So one of the very basic things you can do is use an already smooth shard, like one you would find on the beach, like a piece of beach glass, and you're just going to add a bail to it, and then you would just put a chain through that, or a cord, whatever you would like, and that makes a really pretty pendant. If you want to have special shapes with china, that takes more professional tools. Like I said, I start with the very basic, just like using hand tools. A glass cutter and a glass breaker are the first hand tools that you would use to shape jewelry, all the way up to a ring saw. And I talk all about that in the book. I have all my product recommendations in there, and I also have a list down on my Amazon page. I will link that down below if you want to see some of that. Some of the ways that I use resin in china are to do things such as this. This is a bangle, a bracelet, and I set the tiny little shards in the resin, and it makes a really cool effect. So that is one way that you would use resin with china. One way that you can make china jewelry using soldering and adding a patina, which is like a stain on the solder that you can give it like a black finish or a vintage silver finish, is something like this. I've done videos on my YouTube channel that show a similar type of pendant, and this is one where I only soldered the top of the shard, and there's a look at that. I also smoothed the edges out using a grinder, And the instructions for that are all in the book. Everything that I'm showing you, it tells you step by step how to do it. I'll show you two more technical ones. Here's another soldered piece. This one I have on a chain. This is one where I used a piece of antique china. I did molten solder stamping on there, decorative soldering, and I added a patina and gave it, again, that vintage finish. So there are all different types of china. You know, there's really old Victorian floral chinas, and then there's more like solids, like the 1950s and 60s, like the Fiesta. That's what this yellow one was that I showed you. And you can adapt like the style of the jewelry you're making to go along or against the design in the china. So it also, you know, having the different patterns, like all the different china patterns, there's thousands and thousands of different china patterns. Having the different china patterns, it adds an entire new dimension, an entire extra dimension into your jewelry making. So you're not just making like the same thing over and over and over. And you know, you can have all kinds of really cool contrasts with that. And I'll show you one more here. This is the broken china moth that I made with really old antique pink rose china. And you can see that I cut that out, I soldered it, I added some wire work. Adding wire to your soldering is a really amazing and really fun way to work with it. And I really started talking about that, and I started sharing a lot of my projects and my techniques in this book, which was from, I think this was from 2012 or 2013. I kind of forget now. It's been so many years since I wrote this book. But this book, Soldered Alchemy, is where I show how to take wire and wire wrapping and combine it with soldering and make some really cool three-dimensional effects. And this is a pretty great book. So I have links down below to all the books and to all my materials lists and that kind of thing. And anyway, I just wanted to give you a little peek at some of the projects. There's all kinds of things that you can do, and it's a fabulous book. I love it. I hope you do too. This one has a line across it because it's my author copy. If you buy one like on Amazon, it's not gonna have that line across it. This is just one that, you know, the author gets like for editing. So yeah, check out some of these amazing projects and these amazing pictures in here. And again, I include templates if it needs a template. I show how to do soldering. I show how to add patinas. I show all step-by-step for every project in here. So there are so many great, beautiful jewelry photos, and I had a lot of fun making this. And I write these books myself, and I have a degree in professional writing. And like I said, I've been an artist for probably over 35 years. And I love teaching other people how to make jewelry and how to solder. So I hope that this was a fun video for you to watch. I hope that you enjoyed seeing some of the projects, and I hope you check out the book, and I hope you try soldering. Make sure you check out my other videos. I have an entire playlist of soldered videos and jewelry making videos, and I will be back soon with a new jewelry project. So if you want to learn how to solder and you get into it and you know want to learn new techniques and some of the things that I think up and that I like to share, make sure you check back. Don't forget to subscribe so you can get, and click the little bell so you can get notified when I release a new video. So, all right, I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.